Hello, Canon underdogs. Here's the thing. You should have finished introduction lesson 1. If you didn't finish introduction lesson 1, go to introduction lesson 1 because your heads are going to explode. I left the program that we had made in the intro lesson, and here it is. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it. I'm going to take the stuff, and if you drag it past the area there back into the where the menu is, then you're set and ready to go. So we keep when started. This time around, we're going to look at the activities button. When I click on the activities button, it takes me to an outside site. As you can see here, VexCode VR sent me to VexCode VR activities right here in this tab. When you come down here, if you are new, here we go. There are different activities in each one of these tabs or windows. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be trying to do as many of these activities as possible before the end of May. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to do a basketball drill. So I'm going to click on basketball drill, and it opens up into a Google Doc. Isn't that pretty crazy? So it opens up into a Google Doc, and I'm going to read you the activity. Okay. Basketball drills. The playground map that you're going to use is the grid map. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3. There are 3 levels to this course. All right. I would like you to stay on either Level 1 or Level 2. You do not have to build an algorithm for this particular system. Don't stress yourselves over it. Just do Level 1 today, and then we'll talk about maybe doing Level 2. I don't know. Let's see how far we get. So let's go with the challenge. Challenge Level 1. Program the VR robot to drive forward 1 grid square. Next, program the VR robot to reverse to the beginning point. Continue this pattern for 2 grid squares, then all the way up to 4 grid squares. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the challenge. I'm going to program the challenge out. Once I program the challenge out, I need you to do this same challenge for the activity for this week. If you can, and like I said, as long as your parents see you do it or see your program, I'm cool. Make sure that they know. If you can send it to me, great, because I'll open it on my Chromebook at home, and then I will be able to run your program and see how your robot's doing. So what they want you to do is that we're better on pictures a lot of the time, so let me put myself over here for a second. What they want you to do is they want you to go 1 grid block and stop here in the center. Then they want you to go to the next grid block and stop in the center. And then they want you to go to this next grid block and stop in the center. I personally would like you to do the third one too. I'm going to add that to it. Go to the third one as well. And program your robot to do that. It's going to go back and forth. We can do this one. This one's actually pretty easy. So that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing I'm going to do is I got to drag myself back over here because, well, that's not a very good idea to have me sitting there. So the first thing we're going to drive forward, but we do not know how far forward to go. So we got to figure out how big those blocks are. And so let's go ahead and open up our playground. We are going to be doing inches. We're not doing millimeters yet. It actually might be easier in millimeters, but I don't know if you know the unit. So let's go ahead and open up our playground. It does stutter a lot when I'm trying to open it. I hope it opens faster for you. It doesn't open very fast for me. And I'm going to see if I can move it around a little bit instead of, so I don't have to keep opening and closing it, opening and closing it. Oh, and I don't want the wall maze. No, it's going to take 9 years to open back up again. So the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out the distance, that first cube has. No! Yeah, you got to go on grid map. We're not ready for these more complicated programs yet. So we got to figure out what the distance is, because then we can just double it and triple it and quadruple it, and then the program would be very easy. But we have to figure out what that distance is between that first to making it go to halfway in between. That'll be our first. And we need a forward and a backward, forward and a backward, forward and a backward. And it's going to just go it's going to go back and forth, just like your basketball game. All right, we're going to get rid of the grid at the top because it is going to try to confuse us. Also, let me see. Can I shrink it? There we go. So I'm going to throw this in the corner so I can do some programming. Can I put it on top of myself? Oh, I can. Okay, good. All right. So we need to make this go halfway into the next block and back. So it can't be 200 inches. We're going to run right into the wall. So the first thing we're going to do is, let's go with 12. Well, I got to get rid of the 200 before we get into 12. So we go into 12 inches. So let's see how far our robot goes. Now we want that robot to go halfway in between right here. So we got to see what a foot will make us. So let's go ahead and play it. "12 inches takes us to this line here. Okay, so let's go ahead and restart our robot back here. So you just hit that restart button right here. So it takes you back to home. I cannot tell you. I would be a billionaire if I had $1 for every time we would say reset, reset, reset. That's what taking it back to the reset position, the start position, that's what that button does. 12 inches is too far. So let's take it to 9. Remember, we estimate what we think and then we run it. And then we estimate what we think and we run it. So let's run it again, because we're trying to make it towards the middle of that box. It's almost in the middle. I know it's hard to see because I have to make this small comparatively so I can continue programming and still have my face up here. Let's see if I can make it a little bigger. If I put myself in the corner and I make this expand it out, can I pull that? Pull that over there. Pull this up like that. All right, we got to get rid of that stupid thing right here. All right, I think I got it. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to reset it, because obviously you know that you're almost in the middle, but not yet there. So reset it. So we got to go even less. Okay, it's going to try to give me that grid every time. We can take the 9 out. We're going to go to, let's go 7. We'll play it again and see if we can get it to the middle. Oh, that's so perfect. Look at that. It's right there in the middle of the square. Right there. Good. So we know that first one's going to be 7. If we go forward 7, we need to go back 7 to take it back to home, right? Because we're doing the basketball drills. We got to go out and come back, come out and come back. So we're not going forward this time. Pull down the menu and go to reverse, the R word. Reverse. It can't be 200 millimeters. It's got to be 7 inches. So you put it on inches. All right, so let's go ahead and play this program and see. Because remember, when you program, it's step by step. Step by step. All right, let's try one. Let's go ahead and stop the program. Play it again. Take it forward. Take it back. Beautiful. Next one, we're going to go ahead and drive forward. Now we got to go to this third square. So we go, if 7 took us to the first square, what's 7 plus 7? 7 plus 7 is 14. So 14, make sure to change the inches, should take us to the middle of this second, because this is first, second, the third square, which is right here. So, and if it's 13 forward, to get ourselves back, it should be 13 back. Remember, forward, reverse, forward, reverse. Oh, gotta put reverse. Because remember, we're going back and forth. And if we went 13 forward, we're going to go 13 back. And we're going to make sure that is inches. So let's stop the program, because I didn't put a stop down here at the bottom. So let's just, whoa, there's one. Whoa, 13 didn't seem to be enough. Let's watch it again. Ready? Oh, because I don't think I reset it. All right, hold on. Let's see if I reset it each time. Does it work? Good. 13 is not enough. Because why? 7 plus 7 is 14. So let's see if that'll help. I don't think I did that. I don't think I did the math right. Sorry. So we reset it. Good. Good. Excellent. So we went to the second block, the third block, and now we go to the fourth block. So we pull another drive block out. We're going to go forward, but 7 plus 7 plus 7, get your calculators out. What do you think? 7 plus 7 plus 7, or 7 times 3, either one is fine. 21, and not millimeters, inches. And if we're going forward, remember we always got to get back home. We got to go reverse to get ourselves back to the start position. 21. I almost went millimeters. So we stop the program because it's still trying to run. Reset our robot. And let's run our programs. First block, perfect. Second block, that's okay. Third block. Let's try it from a different angle because I think I'm still off. All right, let's try it again. Let's restart. Dude! Stop. So forward, back, forward, back. Actually, from this side, it doesn't look that bad. Program doesn't look that bad. All right, cool. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I like what I'm going to do in the future, though, is I'm probably going to slow it down. I'm going to slow the robot down a little bit and set the velocity a little lower just so I can see it work a little bit better. So everybody, this is your activity. I need your robot. Let's go ahead and watch it one more time from the top. From the side, it doesn't look too bad, but from the top, it's not perfect, but it'll work for our purposes. Okay? Take your robot up to the first block, down. Take the robot to the second block, down. Take the robot to the third block, and down. Excellent. You know what? I'm not happy with that. Let's try one more. 7 is good for the first block, but it's not good for the rest of them. So let's add just a couple more. Let's go. Let's add 2 more inches here. Let's add 2 more inches here to see if we can get it to work a little bit better. All right. So let's go ahead and run it again. Let's see what happens. 1 block, perfect. Second block, perfect. Third block, perfect. Excellent. That one's way better. So, and as you can see, they had little green lights that flashed around the ones that they were running. I didn't see that when it was VexIQ blocks for the Chromebook that we were using. So maybe that's good. At least I could see when it was running. All right. That's your activity for this week. It was short, sweet. I want your virtual robot to go to the first block and come back. Second block and come back. Third block and come back. That's what I want. I want to do the basketball drill. And that is it for this week. Make it easy. And you can use mine here, and you can even play with millimeters if you want to. That actually might be pretty fun. Next week, we'll be writing our names, or at least our initials so far. We'll see what happens. Everybody good? Excellent. You guys have a beautiful rest of your week. Make sure that you get on your VexCode.VR and get your stuff together. Thank you very much, guys. Always a pleasure. Get to practicing. Come on, you could do this. I covered myself up. Have a good one.